Hi there guys, my name is Tim and today I'm just going to be providing a little bit of a channel update for you guys, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this in any way or anything like that. I'm just going to come right out and say it. I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from YouTube, and when I come back things are going to be a little bit different for me. So Let's go into exactly why that this is going to be happening. I'm not going to spend too much time. I don't want this video to be too long. So recently I've been working myself really hard with a variety of different things. I have got a lot of things going on, especially with work at the moment, because I'm currently doing 2 training courses for work, with more in the pipeline than I'm going to have to do within the course of this year. And the training courses have been pretty brutal and pretty difficult, so I'm working on those. And I've also had like a soft promotion at work and stuff like that. There's been a lot of changes when it comes to work at the moment, and I kind of realized the past couple of weeks that I'm not sure that I've been coping with it all that well. I kind of realized that I think I've been neglecting to look after myself a little bit and letting the stress build up a little bit too much. So I've actually had a week off work this week, and my plan was, oh yeah, we'll get loads of videos recorded during the week. And it is now Friday and I recorded Journey Together, and that was it. And I did all of that in one session, and the next day I was like, I'm going to record a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and then that's sorted for the rest of the month. And then the ban list came out and that messed that up because I needed to change all of the decks, and I just found that I just didn't have the drive to do the recording, and I basically burnt myself out. And I think I have burnt myself out with everything that's been going on, especially because I've now reintroduced fitness back into my life because my back has been feeling good enough to be able to do that. So something's got to give, and at the end of the day, this is a hobby. If I was actually earning money from it and whatever, and not to say that I am unhappy with the position that I'm in, because the fact that we're up at 415 subscribers as I'm currently recording this, the fact that I'm up there is fantastic and incredible. Thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed to the channel and watched my content. Like if I was at the point where this was actually earning me some money and stuff like that, then maybe I'd think twice about it and I'd still be trying to push through some content because there's some reward or there's something at the end of it. At the moment, the discussions that I have in the comment section and stuff like that are great, but it's not, it's still a hobby. It's still a hobby because it's not for anything. It's the same as if I was writing or something like that, but not releasing a book and not actually putting it out there. If I was just writing for my own fun, something has to give, and the YouTube is kind of for my own fun and my own enjoyment. So yeah, we're going to be taking a little bit of a break from it. I'm still going to be collecting cards in the background, but realistically what's probably going to happen now is you guys might not see a video until maybe like Destined Rivals comes out, or I might release a couple of the odd video here and there, and just take a month, 2 months off, just to get my head straight. I want to come back. I very much want to come back, and in that time as well, I'll use the time to try and look at my Yu-Gi-Oh decks and figure out what's going on there and what I can bring to the table for you guys. You might see the odd video here and there. For example, I've got a video planned with Pokemon TCG, which is to deal with rotation, so I might still do that. The other thing that is kind of keeping me back from continuing as I was is the fact that things are a lot more expensive at the moment. People who've been following the Pokemon TCG, you know what is going on with the Pokemon TCG, but for those of you who aren't following, Pokemon TCG has gotten ridiculously expensive at the moment. It is going through a massive boom period, and not only is it expensive, it's also very difficult to get hold of the cards because they're just not in stock anywhere. Basically, they're being bought out immediately by scalpers, and there's not a lot that the Pokemon company can do about it. The websites need to, I guess, put in restrictions, but there's some, basically, like, Journey Together came out and all the pre-orders came out for Journey Together, and I couldn't even get a whiff of it. I could not even get a whiff of it. I didn't even know that the pre-orders were out before the pre-orders were sold out. So unless I'm going on to Chaos Cards sort of every half hour of the day, I'm going to miss out on those pre-orders, and therefore it's going to cost me a lot more money to stay on top of this Pokemon card hobby. And I hate that. I really do, because opening Pokemon cards is one of my biggest joys in life. I absolutely love opening Pokemon cards. And it's meant that this month, in buying Journey Together, let's put it into perspective. The Twilight Masquerade came out last year. Twilight Masquerade and let's look at Temporal Forces, Stellar Crown. That sort of era last year of Pokemon cards coming out. And I spent, in order to get those booster boxes, around about £95 to £100 on Chaos Cards, which is the website that I tend to buy from. And with that, I also got points back because I'm a member. I get free shipping and stuff like that because I'm a member with Chaos Cards. And yeah, so I was buying it for that amount, which is a brilliant amount. It's a really good cost, is to pay just less than £100 to get a booster box of Pokemon cards. This time, I mean, Chaos Cards, even if they had the pre-orders, their pre-orders were going up at £155, which is completely understandable because they're selling out, so why would they put them on at £100? And then the thing is, they're being snapped up by scalpers. You can't get them anywhere from proper sources, so you end up resorting to eBay, particularly because I need to buy these cards for the channel as they're being released. So I need to have a booster box ready for me for close to release date. So they get sold, and I had to spend £180 on them for Journey Together. That's, well, it's nearly a 100% increase. It's nearly double. And it's just not sustainable. And it's meant that I haven't been able to buy single cards, and I haven't been able to buy any Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which means that the Yu-Gi-Oh decks that I was going to be releasing potentially weren't going to be at that top tier that I wanted, because I was going to be missing out on certain, particularly new cards that may have been released. And it's just resulted in everything cost-wise just not being good enough. It's not been possible to do. And I've got other things in my life which I also need to prioritize, which unfortunately, again, this is a hobby that is, and the other thing is my life and my work and things like that. So I need to prioritize those things. So for a couple of months, I'm going to go away. When I come back, I think at the moment, my thought process is that I'm going to be doing weekly videos, and it's going to go out probably on the Friday, and it's going to be one video, 1 week of Pokemon, then the next week is Yu-Gi-Oh, then next week is Pokemon, and we'll just stick to that for a little while. But I'm going to go away for a few weeks. So you have Journey Together that has been recorded. The next 2 weeks, you're going to have that on Tuesdays. But Yu-Gi-Oh, I've got nothing planned. I'm going to sit down over the course of this time off and figure out what I want to do when I come back with, in terms of what deck profiles I want to give to you guys, what I want to provide to you, and just see where we go from there. And I think that's going to just relieve a little bit of pressure from me. And in an ideal world, like I say, we can perhaps get to a point where I've got enough subscribers where money starts coming in from YouTube, and I know that it is not much money that comes in from YouTube unless you are absolutely massive, but it will help out. And hopefully the Pokemon card boom dies down a little bit. I love the fact that Pokemon cards are popular at the moment, but I don't love the fact that it's the effect that it has on my wallet. So yeah, we're gonna take a break. This has not come lightly, but the fact that I've been so exhausted during the day, I've slept for a couple of hours during the day today, which I don't normally do, and I've just been feeling so run down and so done with it all that, yeah, this is the decision that I've kind of come to. So I do apologise for anybody who kind of looks at this and thinks, well, first of all, why is he bothering releasing a video? He's not a very big YouTuber or whatever like that, but I like to let you know. Secondly, I do apologise for anybody who likes my content, and there are people out there I know who watch my content on a very regular basis. This is why I'm not going to make this break last very long. I don't want it to last for months and months and months, and I don't want to say I'm going away for 6 months, like 1 month, and be back in May. I'd love for that. Back at the end of May for Destined Rivals. That would be amazing if I could do that. But as it stands, this is the choice that I'm making, and yeah, maybe I'll do an Alliance Insight box opening just to keep my channel within your subscriber list and stuff like that, and just keep me cropping up. But oh yeah, there's Tim. But yeah, thank you very much for everybody who has supported me so far this year and last year since the channel started. It does mean that we're probably not going to hit my subscriber goal of 500 subscribers by May 24th, so we'll have to think of a new goal to hit before the end of the year, I suppose, when I come back. But thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed and enjoys my content and watches on a regular basis, and I really do appreciate all of your support. Thank you very much. That's all for this video. That's all I've got for you. And I'll see you when I see you.